on TikTok one time for your hair care routine, Cardi. That does not mean make a whole brand. That does not mean you're gonna be profitable. Okay, yeah, I know you're selling out, but I mean, like, is anybody talking about it? No, I don't see nobody on social media talking about it. You know who I do see people talking about? Beyonce's hair care line. Them Sacred Edge drops, I heard them joints is powerful. Okay, Cardi, get up on your good foot. But moving on to Summer Walker, you know, she's on tour, y'all. Have y'all seen it? I've been seeing some of her clips. I'm like, okay, maybe I should get a ticket or two, okay? She seems to be doing pretty good. You know, Summer Walker used to be very shy. Now she's on stage in dirty-ass bathwater. Yes, she's on stage in dirty bathwater. Fans are worried and concerned for her. Okay, why is your water brown? Okay, you know, Summer Walker did already tell us she don't like taking showers like that. She don't shower that much. You know, she told us that a few years ago, but I didn't know she'd be on stage in some brown, dirty water. Okay, they saying, oh, Summer Walker not dirty, she not dirty. So why the water brown? Why the water brown? And it's like, no. People were saying, oh, like the cup was supposed to be espresso martini. Espresso martini is darker than that. That's dirt and grime and dead skin cells, okay? But Summer Walker, congrats on your new tour. You know, you're selling out arenas by yourself. Summer is doing a damn thing. Yeah, she's doing a thing, y'all. This is not no theater. Ain't no Coca-Cola Roxy. This ain't no Fillmore. This is a real deal arena. Okay, she out there popping on an arena. But sis, if you're gonna do arena shows, make sure you got the bath water looking the right color. It needs to be either clear or colored. Okay, we don't want to see this. This is nasty. Like, even if it isn't dirty or grime, it just still gives you like this dirty look. Like, makes you like, you look nasty now, okay? But congrats, Summer. I'm so proud of you on your growth, okay? That anxiety is a, trust me, I know it can be a lot, okay? I know it can be a lot, but I'm glad that you're winning, okay? She winning, y'all. Them tickets are selling out fast, too. But I did hear some complaints saying that she don't really sing for real on tour. I don't know. I ain't there. Comment down below if you win. What's your experience, okay? Rick Ross, what's going on, boo? You having some financial issues? What's tea? Fans have spotted Rick Ross in the waiting area taking a commercial flight. Oh, what's going on, baby? What's going on? What's tea? Now, me personally, am I going to be bashing Rick Ross for this? No, I mean, he's a human being. He's regular like everybody else is. You know, when you are wealthy, when you are up, you have your moments when you come down. That's how anything is. What goes up must come down. What is down can go up. But people are saying that, wait, hold on. Didn't Drake low-key, like, foreshadow this moment happening on his album? Somebody said, do you know how crazy your pen game got to be to predict the future? Yes, there is a Drake bar that mentions Rick Ross taking commercial flights. Drake says, if I'm lying, I'm flying economy. I bet I know who I see. Ooh. Now, do I think that Drake knew what was going on in terms of, like, you know, like, okay, he seen the tea before it happened, before it got leaked online? Yes, I feel like Drake been knew about this a long time ago, so he put this on the song, you know what I'm saying, to throw little shots. I don't think he really, like, guessed the future. I don't think he predicted it. I don't think he really genuinely, you know, knew that was gonna happen. Or maybe this could be about somebody else, and then Rick Ross just happens to fit the narrative, okay? But I do hate the fact that they're beefing, but hey, it is what it is. No shade, it is what it is. Now, do you all have an issue with Rick Ross doing commercial? I don't care. Deep down inside, I don't care. Okay, Rihanna was on commercial a couple days ago as well. I told you about that. They was calling her broke. Oh, Rihanna broke, Rihanna going broke. I think that right now, y'all, things are not, like, financially, the economy, everything is going down. Everything's going down. People are genuinely having to downsize. No matter how big you are, how much money you have, people are having to find ways to cut corners, okay? A lot of people are doing that, okay? A lot of the money that was coming in from a certain time period, from certain things, it's just not the same no more. It's just not. It's just not. Moving on to Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion, she has failed to receive official credit for her comeback song, the Motion Party remix. The track is aimed at her ex-boyfriend, Klay Thompson, who used and dumped her, literally, despite her spending 24/7 in his kitchen. So Megan Thee Stallion got on this remix Motion Party, and she was dissing Klay Thompson. It was just so forced. It was like, girl, I hate how her whole entire identity is, like, these men and, like, her body. That's, like, I'm, like, come on now, okay? But Motion Party did not even credit Megan on there, because her remix did not get enough to outdo the original song, okay? So basically, all these men using Megan. All these men can use Megan for a boost on the charts, for a quick little play, for some bounce that, and they can go home. They can go home, okay? And Megan gets nothing in return. That's just her story of her life. These men just use her, okay? Boss man D-Lo use her. Now, when I heard the song the other day in the club, I was like, okay, this did not need a remix. This was not remix needed, you know? Megan doesn't add anything to songs. You know how Nicki Minaj gets on features and, like, she bodies the features and makes the songs feel like a lot more louder, a lot more intense? Megan gets on the remixes and she kind of dilutes it. She actually dilutes it. And I'm not just saying it to be like, oh, Megan ain't no, like, Megan genuinely dilutes the quality of the record, okay? She ruined Sweetest Pie with Dua Lipa. She ruined, what's that song called? The On Me remix with Lil Baby. You know, back in the day, it was a song called, I'm like, come and put that on me. Yeah, Megan got in a remix. The song sounded like a whole trash box. I'm like, hold on, is it Thursday? The trash going out? What's going on? But on a serious note, though, with Megan Thee Stallion, sister is just tired. Megan is just genuinely tired, y'all. And, you know, she's tired of all the trauma and drama going on in her life, and she's trying to fight through it and do things still. But that trauma is just leaking through everything that she does. All right, you can just tell by what the music sounds. Like, it's not, you know how back in the day she could make a song and it would genuinely chart, genuinely trend because it was genuinely exciting? Those things are over now. You know, she's just too riddled with too much mess. Moving on to Big Mama by Latto. Big Mama has become the best performing album of Latto's career so far. It was posted on her Instagram channels, and she gave the fans, what are her fans called? What are her fans called? I don't know what they're called. She gave her, the jackpots, right. She said, thank y'all for my best performing album thus far. I love you. Okay. The fact that this is your best-selling album so far and you only sold 35,000 units, that's kind of sad. It's embarrassing, honestly. But I also do think that when it comes down to it, y'all, I think this just revealed that she's not retiring. Okay, she's not retiring. She said thus far. You know, if she was really going to retire, she would have said, this is my best album that has sold of my entire career. Thank you for a great career. Bye. I'm kind of sad she's not retiring, though. Like, you know, like, imagine a world with no Lotto, you know, no Cardi B, no Megan. You know, imagine that. Not much would change. Not much would change. Like, you know, we would be the same. Like, I'm sorry. Like, nobody's going to be negatively impacted. Okay, sweetie? Like, literally, Sweetie left. Nobody cared. Okay? Lotto is a glamorized Sweetie. You know, Lotto just has a bit more catchy songs. But she's like a Sweetie 2.0. Okay? But no, I think Sweetie has more catchy songs. Sweetie songs are more better than Lotto. Yes, Sweetie songs are way more better. I had to think about that for a minute. Lotto songs are not that catchy. They're just very repetitive. Yeah. Drake said, I want all my coins. Drake has announced his new perfume fragrance called Claudia, retailing for $150 at Ulta Beauty. Who buying this? I'm not buying it. This looks like a sacred bottle. Better World Fragrance House by Drake, introducing Claudia. Okay. Drake said that I'm finna get my coin. I'm finna be a billionaire. I don't care who mad, okay? But no, for Ulta Beauty to be getting this, that's, okay, in stores, okay, period. Now, are y'all gonna pay $150 for it, though? $150? I mean, I don't know. He has to prove himself. You know, you ain't Chanel. You're not, what's that? All them other brands, Valentino. You're not Gucci. You know, you're not that yet. So, I don't know about $150. Rihanna, come get your man. No, for real, okay? We understand your man likes to wear pink. He loves to wear feminine things. You know, he likes to be very experimental with his fashion. But the people are saying, Rihanna, your man is on stage with a G-string right now. Like, your man has a thong on stage right now. What's T? Now, A$AP Rocky was on stage, and I guess he had on some Savage Fenty draws. I don't know, but people are talking about this, right? And now, I'm not going to put the full image on YouTube because YouTube is very strict. They don't play about that type of stuff. But when I seen the picture of A$AP Rocky in his thong, whatever, I'm like, oh my God, his ass is literally out. Like if you look online, like, you're going to be gagged. Like, I thought it was fake. I thought it was AI. Baby, this is real. I'm like, oh my goodness, what's going on here? Okay, what is going on? And I'm all for people doing what they want to do. Cool, but why are you on stage jumping up and down with a G-string on? Like, how does this G-string, A$AP, connect to what you're doing on stage in your album? I'm just confused. Is this a humiliation ritual? You know, are you trying to, like, I don't understand, you know? And I don't want to be mean, because maybe something going on, but is you good? Like, are you cool? Now, people are saying, oh, well, A$AP Rocky probably ran out of draws, so he had to go and, use some of his wife's draws. I'm sorry, his girlfriend's draws. Y'all, I don't know. You know, men these days, they do a lot of different things that I don't ever understand, okay? I'm a man, too, but I don't wear G-strings. It just doesn't spark my interest, you know? But I wonder why it sparks A$AP Rocky's interest. I don't know. I'm trying to think of different things as to why he's on stage with a G-string. Maybe to get us talking about the tour. Ooh, maybe. Okay. Moving on to Tyla, there's an update. Grammy winner superstar Tyla is officially joining the Disney and Pixar family for Toy Story 5. Yeah, she is on the Toy Story 5. She's going to be voicing the inflatable flamingo, a brand new character introduced specifically for the sub-Saharan localized version of the film. Hashtag Toy Story 5. Okay, Tyla, I see you winning or whatever. I'm glad the Rihanna drama isn't slowing down your career yet. I'm just playing. Let me stop playing. I'm just kidding, guys. No, but Tyla, she definitely deserves this. You know what I'm saying? You know, she can definitely introduce that inclusivity. You know, introduce, that, what I'm saying? Like, people who see Tyla and see themselves in Tyla, they can, oh my gosh, I could do that too. You know, it's really important for girls growing up to see, okay, I could be on Toy Story too. I could do voiceovers too. All right. You know what I'm saying? Period. We love Tyla. Now, a lot of y'all don't like Tyla. I know a lot of people watching me right now looking at me like, ugh, I can't stand this girl, Tyla. I cannot stand her. She annoying. She wanna be Rihanna so bad. Her breath stink probably. And you know what? To you, I say, give her a few more years. I know y'all don't like her. I know she this, she that. I really feel like the Rihanna thing did not help at all. Like, that's really what's slowing it all down, is the Rihanna thing. I mean, no, before that, y'all still didn't like her. But I feel like the Rihanna thing recently has made it even worse for people to like her. Because, Rihanna, she's like a darling in the industry. You hate Rihanna, you want to go be shady towards Rihanna, oh, F you. People don't even have to know Tyla to hate Tyla now because, oh, she's the girl who got beef with Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? Well, fake beef. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, But Tyla is still that girl. Tyla's that girl, okay? She's talented. She has her music moments. And, yeah. But where's A$AP? Oh, it's coming out soon. July, right? Her new album, y'all. A$AP, July. Come on, tune in. Moving on to Sweetie. Sweetie was recently asked about her new album. And I don't know why interviewers keep asking her about her music when we know it's not going to be coming. It won't be good when it comes out. Sweetie says, I've never released an album before. This is when she was asked about releasing her debut album in a new interview. She says, this will be my first time truly allowing myself to do that through music. Because of that, I've approached this body of work with a completely different level of care, honesty, and attention. It still feels confident and elevated, but there's also more depth, vulnerability, and self-reflection woven into it. Yeah, girl, because no shade, your music was missing a lot of personality when it comes to... No, it didn't miss personality, no. It was missing that connection. Sweetie had the songs, Can't Stop, Won't Stop, Get Quiet, but her music wasn't, really connecting with anybody on a deeper level, And Sweetie realized that. She took a break and realized, you know what? You got to talk to people. People want to feel something. Not just dance, but give people a reason to dance underneath a good beat, too, Also, Sweetie, I am willing to give you a chance. You know, you have been going through a major PR disaster. People saying you a streetwalker now. You a midnight ballerina doing strange things for a piece of change. That's your new narrative. And you know what? I will give you a chance. You have one more chance out of me. But if you play with me, sweetie, I'm taking my J and I'm ashing it in your mouth. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay? When I give people a chance, you better take advantage of that. For real. But yeah, y'all, who is here for Sweetie's new era? We're gonna see what's tea. Like I said earlier, we're gonna see what's tea. I don't want to give my hopes up too high with girls like Sweetie because they tease and don't give anything. You know, Normani does the same thing. They tease, then they go into hiding. They tease, and they go into hiding. Tease. Nah, baby, I need you to give us something real. To be real. Ow, 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 ow. Get up. Yeah, you get up. Okay, it's time to get into some tea. Y'all, it is officially 232 days since Nicki Minaj was on Instagram. Okay, Nicki Minaj deactivated her Instagram 232 days ago. On October 21st, 2025, fans want her to come back. She's not coming back no time soon, okay? And until her album is ready, then that's when she's going to use Instagram, you know, because she's going to have to use it to promote, okay? Now, when it comes to Instagram, though, I don't want her back on it because no shade, but Instagram kind of fell off. Instagram is kind of boring now. Instagram is too boring, and everybody's too calculated. Everybody's too curated. Everybody is too conscious of themselves on Instagram, and I hate it. And then people don't like, they just look. I mean, I get some likes now, you know, I'm looking kind of cute, but overall, people just be weird. I be like, come on now, what's going on? What y'all doing, okay? But also the algorithm on Instagram is so weird, it's so strange, and like they promote the most weirdest stuff on Reels. The Reels are so weird to me, and they so mean on Reels. I don't like that. But Nicki, don't come back to Instagram. We don't want you to back. No. It's bad. Nicki, don't come back to Instagram. They're gonna try to Plus also, they was also, but when she was on Instagram, they were like shadow banning her. Her posts were getting shadow banned. They was not giving her no likes, no views. They was really doing her dirt. They was doing her dirty. Okay, no shade. They was doing her dirty. I remember the last time that I saw you. Nicki Minaj's Last Time I Saw You has now sold over 1 million units in the U.S. Okay, this was my song back in the day. This was almost 3 years ago. Wow, can y'all believe this was almost 3 years ago? Dang. It's the 7th track from Pink Friday 2 to do so. Congrats, Nicki. You know, Pink Friday 2 was a banker. No shade. 7 platinum songs? Oh, baby, it's giving mother. Like, no, but on a serious note, though, that was a great era. And I can't believe that it's been almost 3 years since PF2 has came out. Moving on, y'all, there are some reports going around saying that Nicki Minaj is gearing up to drop a new album, though. Okay, so cryptic Spotify billboards were spotted in New York and LA today with the words TRM on it. Okay, and it's like this red background. They said it could be Nicki Minaj. You know, she's doing the MAGA stuff, red. You know, it's a lot of people talking about this. Somebody said, oh my God, the streets are saying this is Nicki's album. Allegedly, she reheated Roman and Moscow's Nachos. Okay, I don't know. This doesn't really give Nicki Minaj aesthetic. You know, this aesthetic view doesn't really give Nicki. And plus, Nicki, when she announces her album, she doesn't necessarily use third-party sources first. It's typically her saying it first, then it, you know, drops. And, you know, then other people like the Spotify's and Apple Music promotes it. But normally, Nicki is the one to first report it to her fans. She's always done that. She's always been the one to say, hey, guys, my music is coming. And that's just always been her thing. Nicki is too impulsive to do a surprise drop. You know, Nicki she loves to tease and she loves to, you know, put stuff out. Like, that's just her nature. That's how she's always been as an artist. So, you know, I don't really see her doing a surprise album drop anytime soon. But I will say that this album, when it does come out, it'll be great. But I don't think this new, like, Spotify cover is her. No, I don't think so. Lizzo, you should have left all the rage bait online that you're doing off the table. You should have stopped doing the corny music. You should have really left it alone, Lizzo. Okay, because Lizzo has officially dropped down 400,000 streams in the last 4 days within the release of her newest album, B-Word. This is officially a tanked album. You should have left Nicki Minaj alone. You should have not used her for promo. Okay, even the alleged hit song, "Sexy Ladies" with UCB, that's supposed to be popping. That song is not even popping. It got 50K streams in one day, yesterday. Like, no. Nobody is tuning into Lizzo on a serious level. They tune into her to critique her negatively, or they tune into her to laugh at her. You know, nobody's like, okay, I'm gonna go listen to this new Lizzo joint and have a good time. Nobody does that. Nobody has that intention. And I think that's honestly worse than people not knowing who you are. You know, because people don't know who you are. Okay, we open, you know. But people know who you are and they hate you. Oof, child. Moving on to Trim. As you all know, she has a song out called Coconut Water. And Vita Coco has unveiled a new billboard celebrating Trim's Coconut Water. And they're teasing a possible collaboration drink with Miss Trim, who is her manager. No, for real. This girl is giving industry plan. Nah, like, this really is confirming, like, it's giving industry plan vibes. You on a billboard in Times Square, you drop a song called Coconut Water, and you randomly just get a deal so fast for this brand? Nah, baby. Nah, I don't know. Something ain't right. I call BS. I call BS. Seriously. But y'all, this is crazy. Let's talk